People have spoken. Last week I asked you which design style we should explore in this week's video, and it was loud and clear. You want to hear about dark academia. So I was very excited. That is the one that I've been wanting to talk about. So let's dive in. I want to teach you elements that you can use in your home to bring in this look, and also if it feels a little too dark to you or too goth or something, I'm going to give you some tips to swing it a little bit lighter, and also throw in some ideas for free decorations. So let's get started. Dark academia has been around for a few years now, but I feel like it's gaining traction. A lot of the COVID fallout emotionally for us means that we are craving more coziness. We're not as worried about things around us. And so the elegant maximalism is going strong. It stems from an upper class European culture of the 19th century. You're going to see architectural elements that give a nod to the Gothic era, and then it's mixed in with some American prep, which I love. So look at all the details going on. It has a boarding school vibe, maybe a Harry Potter. I heard someone describe it as Anne of Green Gables grows up, and I love that. Also, Sherlock Holmes, there's some mystery to it. They're definitely romanticizing the collegiate lifestyle. So with that, you can really take your cues from picturing an old European library and anything that you might find in there. As far as colors, Sherwin-Williams put out this color palette that I think is spot on. It's all these muted, beautiful, earthy tones that pair really nicely with all the extra details. And these colors aren't just showing up in artwork or pillows, they're actually going on the walls. So being completely surrounded with a dark inky blue is now something that's highly thought of. There's the dark green, lots of layers. Gallery walls are still going strong. Now, I personally believe that gallery walls are not a trend. They have been a trend, but I also believe they're classic. I see them from European design from hundreds of years ago. So feel free to continue with the gallery walls. Molding, go all out with your molding or your millwork. The ceilings are decorated. The crown molding is exquisite. There's paneling. There's details in the floors. We're not afraid of dark wood. This is a bathroom. Now, this is a little bit dark for me. I don't know that I would feel like the bathroom was ever clean if I had a bathroom that was basically black. But I do love all the layering and textures going on. I love the board and batten with the nice shelf going around at that chair rail height. So even if you just darkened your walls, you will be over halfway there with achieving this dark academia look. Oh, and of course the wallpaper. We are welcoming wallpaper with open arms and really elaborate patterns, lots of detailing going on. William Morris designs are back. I really love them with the painted board and batten underneath. All the layers with the fabrics, lots of rugs, and then velvet. So we have our velvet couches that we talked about last week. If there was one fabric that I would incorporate if you're going for this look, it would be number one, to get velvet in there, at least in pillows. Leather, worn leather is beautiful. We have tufted chairs. And if you can swing a mantle, even if it's a faux mantle, I would get that into your design. None of these pictures here look like they're real mantles. Along the lines with the collegiate inspiration, there's these attorneys' cabinets or lawyers' cabinets that have glass doors on them. So beyond the bookshelf, we're going for a more formal look. Velvet drapes to the floor, and this secretary desk. You know I am interested in the secretary desks now. So have them open, have a book, a glass, a teacup sitting there with maybe a handwritten letter. All of these things are free and they tell a story. There's a lot of storytelling going on now. Throw some old books at different angles in the little shelves. If you have a globe, that would look beautiful, or an old typewriter on the desk. Dark and moody. Okay, so here's a shot of butterflies. very much a nod to botany. So any way you can get that in, if it's turtle shells, if it's framed butterflies, plants. We definitely are doing window treatments with lots of details, even on the shears, adding in tassels on the edges, very opulent. The gallery walls have lots of sketches and oil paintings of especially big, beautiful English roses. Or I love how many people are doing portraits of just people they don't know, just any human that just strikes your fancy and you feel like, oh, there's probably a story behind that face. I want to point out this shelf on the wall. It's actually a drawer, an old printer's drawer, or they'll call them a printer's tray. I just saw that Pottery Barn is selling them for $129, but I see them in antique stores all the time, the real deal, and I've seen them as low as $30. So that is a fun wall decoration to get just tiny little details in there with special rocks or shells or dried flour or something. Oh, we even have some taxidermy if you want to get a pheasant or a hawk or something on your desk. Incorporate book pages or handwritten letters, and that scattered all over looks beautiful. I love them as a table runner. You can wallpaper your wall. That's free. That's an idea. Okay, now I noticed also that to compensate for the darkness that we are opting into, there's a lot more mirrors. And so that helps bring in the light. In fact, if I'm ever working on a space and I wish that I had a window on a wall, I can add a mirror there and almost get the window effect. So lots of mirrors with super gaudy, Baroque inspired. Baroque was a design period in France. And then layer the mirrors. So have floor mirrors and then one's on the wall, another one on the floor. Layer your mirrors. As far as lighting, I'm seeing a lot of awesome chandeliers and kind of hanging kind of low, and then candlelight. Those are the two that you're going to do a lot with lighting around your mirrors. And books. I cannot say enough about your books. Get books with beautiful bindings and font and gold detailing, and you can be kind of messy in how you style them. I love that. Just turn them different ways and put things in front of them, hang a picture on the bookshelf, that kind of a thing. Here's the design tip too. Check for on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace for encyclopedia sets, and people are just giving them away for free. A lot of times make sure you love the colors because it is a decorative item, but you can get a whole row of very academic looking reference books to style with for free or really inexpensive. Trophies, right? Those are the kinds of things you would see in a college library or an old English estate. I love that how they put dried leaves in this one. Dried flowers look beautiful. That's free potentially. Of course, I love how they added paintbrushes in with the statues and the busts. And chess. Add in a chess set. Even if you can't even play, we won't tell. Those are beautiful on coffee tables now, and they are definitely communicating dark academia. Magnifying glasses. And beautiful etched crystal glasses or wine decanters can be displayed. I actually have some in my bathroom. I'll put mouthwash in it or something. Put your regular things that you use every day, put them in beautiful containers. Another globe, a quill pen. I love how the papers on this desk with this clock and scale, how they're styled kind of curled and all askew. Here's a mood board someone did. I love the terrarium. I think that was a really good thing. And then wooden pencils. Just things like that, that if you have these things around and you find them out thrifting, I want them to be highlighted when you're out and about and see them for what they are. They're great design pieces for this look. And desks. We must have desks. Of course, I love them for office use, but I think they look beautiful in living rooms. They can go behind a couch even. So think about using desks in more than just the traditional office areas. Put them in bedrooms, use them as vanities in bathrooms. Keep your eyes open for beautiful desks. Now this is a little makeover that I love, and so I wanted to add it into today's video. This is from Lone Fox. This was in his last rental, and it was sort of a sun porch or an enclosed porch off the dining room that wasn't being used well. So he went from this to this and turned it into a little tiny speakeasy, and it's just stunning. That is an IKEA cabinet that was remade, put a little beautiful bar setting on top of that, did a Roman shade, and then I believe this is the left side. That looks like maybe it was an old fireplace at some point. I don't know, but I think it was brilliant to paint it all black. And then you style the shelves. And then on the right side was a mirrored area. And he used several different inks and paints to create a mercury glass look and put a record player in there. So beautiful. I love it. I'm spilling the beans a little bit here, but I have this idea in my head for my living room that I want to take a glass coffee table and turn it into mercury glass. And then this picture is also from Lone Fox. This was a guest room that he remade. But I want to start with this one because this is a great segue into light academia. So maybe the dark walls are a little bit too much for you. You're not ready for that. But I want to show you how they're almost identical. So the main difference between dark academia and light academia is the wall color. And you'll notice this as we're going along here. The thing different in these pictures ultimately is that wall color is a creamy or a light gray or something. Within the room, I see a lot more white embedding, maybe a white piece of furniture or something, but the decorations themselves, the furniture, the lighting, all of those pieces are identical from what I can see between the two aesthetics. You can add in a black piece of furniture to really ground the space. A little bit more glass, still the velvet. Yes, we still have the velvet. The lighting is more decidedly gold. So this lamp would be pretty. This would look nice on a desk with different botanical things. I did want to mention that last week someone said that they were sad that cottage core was going away, and I'm not sure that that's true, so I just want to encourage you. I think that maybe we're getting another name attached to it, which would be light academia, but I still see a lot of the maximalism, the moodiness, the romanticizing of a space that I love about the cottagecore look. I think that this is similar. And incidentally, if you are interested in learning more about design styles and which ones you have and how to maybe mix two together, that's something that I cover in my new design school that I am opening in the next couple months. So there'll be a link in the description if you would like me to send you the information on that when it goes live. Again, dark furniture, glass doors, books crammed every which way. The walls, if you do want to go with this, I recommend lime washing. I think that still looks very old world, but still is light enough. Very fascinated with gold lampshades right now. You may be seeing that in my living room as well. The brushed brass lampshades. I don't know what it is. I love them. Okay, the tapestry on the pillows. See what I mean about the bedding is lighter. So bring in the white sheets, lighten the walls, and keep everything else the same that I've told you so far. And last but not least, let's do a little mini fashion lesson. Not that I know what I'm talking about. The outfits are beautiful, so let's take a look at how to dress dark academia. So the plaid wool skirts, especially the full A-line with the ribbed sweaters, tweed, simple black heels, very feminine, very Anne of Green Gables grown up. That's such a great description of that. For hair, you've got the soft curls, half up with a velvet bow or satin bow, and then simple gold jewelry that's layered really nicely. Oh, and we have a satchel reminding everyone that you wish you were still in college. So that is Dark Academia in a nutshell. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm all for it. I love it. I'm moving that direction in my own home and having a lot of fun with it. So let me know which parts you're going to incorporate in your own spaces, and I'll be keeping you posted on what I'm doing in mine. All right, you guys, take care, and I will talk to you soon.